So what is going on, everybody? I am back. I have been gone for about a week. I know. I'm sorry. I got sick, and then also I was just really trading futures like a degenerate. I was trading in the night. I did it. I was tired. Okay, we all get tired. We're humans. I'm not a robot. I'm literally drained right now. But before, I was gonna. Let's start. I was gonna go to my bed, to take a nap, and I'm like, no, we gotta go rant for a bit on the YouTube, and we gotta rant because we have excuses to rant, right? People thought that when I was making the earlier videos, I was being too bearish. I was being too biased. I was calling things that no, the market's backstop. There's no way we're gonna go down again. Listen, I don't even think that the Fed even remembers that they're backstopping the market. They have so much other shit to deal with right now than saving this godforsaken market. So let's dive on in and let's start with the same exact right here. You guys can see same exact fib retracement. I'll even turn off the indicators to get it cleaner. Everything's exactly the same. I have not changed it. Why? Because I still think we're going to 404 on SPY. I still think we're going to hit that negative 27 fib. Nothing is over. We haven't hit this wick fill from this low, but we'll get to that in a minute. Remember, as I always say, SPY is not just tech based, right? When we look at tech, it's dead. It's dead, man. There's nothing left. Whatever's left, that meat on the bone is gone. You know how I know that the Qs are low? Look, let's turn our attention to the charts that I normally look at. You see this? This is all white. That's when I used to have my charts dark. That's how you know we're getting low. So going on in, everything has been moving exactly as noted, exactly as the fibs are showing to us. Again, fib retracements, they are a gift from the stock gods. These things are insanely overpowered, and I cannot imagine my trading without them. If you are not familiar with them, I have a video in the Discord. The whole educational on my Discord is completely free. I have said this countless times. You can go there and you can literally go from 0 to 100. You don't have to go to the premium. Everything is free there. If you want to take a look at from fib videos to risk management to guides into scalping and all of that, everything's there. But this is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this beautiful chart. So we saw that we came down. We started playing around these levels. We finally broke that 236 level. So obviously, as price action works, when we break a support and we got to make sure that it's a resistance. The next day we came back up, rejected it, and then still came down. But today we just laid the hammer down completely, and it was really nice to see because it's about time that things start cycling right. There has been so much movement that has been just chopped, right? We have had days that the market just stays in range. We have had days that excuse me, I'm still a bit sick. The moves happen overnight, and we're still in these points that sometimes there's nothing to trade. Equity charts. I haven't traded equity this month at all, and we were in range in pretty much everything till I think maybe today. Look at Tesla. No, still in range. This thing is dead. This thing is gone. Amazon, same thing. What that little range that we had here, okay, now we're starting to, build below it and starting to move down, right? Take a look at Netflix. Now we're starting to get out of that range, right? We're gonna look at Roku. This is so sad. My dog is named after Roku. AMD again finally breaking that little range that it had. So now we're getting movements. Now we're getting breakouts. Now our bounce and rejection trades, obviously not bounce anymore, but rejections are going to start taking place because we're breaking key levels. So now we got to make our way down, right? So that's where we're at this point. Tech is still getting beat up left and right, right? We broke that low that we had. The NASDAQ is by 13, right here, 13,500. It was just now. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. NASDAQ 10K at this rate. So obviously my target is still going to remain for the Qs, negative 27 fib, 315. That's going to be my target. I think we're going to go there. Then we're going to get our relief bounce into, again, if you understand how trends work, I want to have to explain this. I explained it a couple videos ago, and I actually got bothered the fact that I had to explain it, right? Right? So see that? Right? Right? Okay. Just want to make sure. Everybody's on the same page. Because I had some people ask me, how would I know things were going to happen? And I was like, bro, it's just a trend. He's like, what do you mean the trend? I'm like, oh. All right, but moving forward. The Qs are still getting beat. The Dow, this thing is just it's dead. It's, just look at it. It broke macro support, man. It's heading down there. That negative 27, that's going to be my target still. 32,700, that's where we're going. Everything is going to keep going down, right? We are still in a heavy downtrend. That uptrend that we had, it's gone. It's finished. There are companies, guys, there are companies that we saw trading at such a high value that now there are, I don't want to say they're the true valuations because they still got to go a bit lower, but things are still a mess, right? There are charts that are completely destructed. My God, destroyed, right? Look, space. You guys remember space? I remember space at 6. I remember bouncing space at like about $57. I remember that trade, and space is at $8. It's crazy, right? At this point, if you are bag holding any of these companies, you have to remember one thing: is it a good company? Yes, no. If no, you know what you gotta do. If yes, why are you freaking out? It's as simple as that, guys. It's A and B. That's it. So another thing I want to add about how everything is going, everything is looking like a pretty much controlled setting across the map. And the reason why it's just controlled, look at the VIX. The VIX spiked, but the VIX spiked during Globex, which is Globex. My Lord, I am so tired. During monthly expiration on Friday, which is normal, it's expected. And even then, we saw it just move completely down. We saw, the VIX spike down. So this is not a panic selling. This is not a market crash. People are talking about a market crash. Listen, I have seen people post SPY 285 puts. And let's just go to the chart real quick. Right. Hold on. We're not there. I got to keep going down. 285. You think that makes sense? You think this makes sense? And you know what's crazy? It's all these like kids from TikTok. They're all kids. None of them even know how to read a fucking like SEC form. They're all kids, and it's insane that you have all these kids, man, talking straight out of their ass, and they don't even know what's happening. And then what sucks even more is you have people falling for this, and then they're taking these trades, brother. This is not a market crash. And you know what's the main reason why people are thinking this is a market crash? Because they have only been in one market. What market, you may ask? This market. Right? This is all people have been seeing. People don't know what, this is. People don't know what that is. And I'm looking at the monthly. I was trying to show the market, but people don't know what up and down is. People just think up. And that's not how the market works. There's cycles. Right? We're allowed to trade up and down. So, in my opinion, if you have a guy on TikTok telling you the market's crashing, we're going to 285, block him. If the kid is a minor, oh my, I am so tired. If the kid is a minor, block him. If it's on TikTok, and again, the kid is a minor, block him. That's it. It's literally what it is. You guys need to remember that now things are going back to true valuation, right? All this Fed backstopping is ending. The market's going back into a natural circulation, right? Why would you call this a crash? Why? Because war? This is not war. You really think they're going to send troops? They're not going to send troops over there. I don't even want to get political. We're not here to talk about war. But at the end of the day, it's just everything happens for a reason. You have to understand why things happen the way they are. You have to understand how these guys, the guys that they need to offload things, how do they find liquidity, right? Why would you believe anything Goldman says at this point? But every time Goldman says anything, the market moves. They're looking for liquidity. It's how it works. I'm not going to get into it again. I am completely drained. I'm going to go take a nap. But I felt like I needed to make this video to just remind people that this is, again, controlled selling. We're just heading down into a natural correction. Everything's moving perfectly fine as it should be. Don't freak out. If you have a guy telling you that SPY is going to 285, block him. And if you are holding shitty companies, and I mean shitty companies, let them go, bro. It's like that movie Frozen. Just let it go. All right? All right, guys. I wish you all a wonderful week. I am probably gonna not make a video tomorrow unless we see some crazy shit. But if we do, it is what it is. I will do what I said I was gonna do next month, which was the whole weekly outlook. I am gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with that, and that will be more content to post. But I feel like just everyday recaps and talking about the same thing over and over again. And I'm not really trading equity, so I can't sit here and just find something new because I'm trading the same three things over and over and over every day, which are futures. So it's how it is. I'm gonna keep sharing my opinions as much as I can, and I really hope that any of this helps any of you in the future and it helps you progress as a trader. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care.